Welcome everyone to our insightful journey through the world of Bison, a powerful parser generator, enthusiastic. Today I'm joined by a unique personality who bears the weight of a significant political legacy, Mr. Donald Trump. Chuckles. How are you doing today, Donald?
I'm doing tremendous, absolutely tremendous. You know, bison sounds like an animal, but I hear it's actually a computer programming tool. Just another part of the swamp I need to understand.
Haha, yes, it's not about the animal, but rather about generating parsers for programming languages. So it takes context-free grammar and turns it into a deterministic parser. Simple enough, right?
Right. But I have to ask, why bison? It sounds so odd. Why not call it something more, I don't know, presidential?
Laughs. That's a great point. The name Bison comes from a previous tool called Yak, short for yet another compiler. It's quite impressive when you think about it. It helps programmers create parsers for virtually any language.
Okay, so isn't it tricky to write the grammar? I mean, I can't just throw together some rules and expect them to work, right?
Absolutely. Writing grammar can indeed be challenging, but that's where Bison shines. It's pretty flexible. For example, it can use LALR1 and GLR, parsing algorithms. Basically, it analyzes input from the left and reduces to the right. We're talking some serious computational heavy lifting.
GLR, confused. Sounds like you're speaking in acronyms. What's the difference?
Great question. Enthusiastic. So, LALR is a simpler approach. It can handle most programming languages while keeping table sizes manageable. On the other hand, GLR is more powerful. It can deal with ambiguous grammars. Basically, it can handle the craziness that comes with some languages.
So it's like the bouncers at your club. LALR handles the orderly folks, while GLR deals with the wild partygoers. Is that what you mean?
Haha, that's exactly it. Chuckles. And speaking of rules, each grammar rule in Bison defines how tokens group together. You can even specify operator precedence and associativity, so it helps the parser understand when to apply operations.
Right, so, like when I order my steak, I want it prepared correctly. I don't want them messing that up. Smirks. And you mentioned semantic values. How does that work?
Yes, semantic values are crucial. They represent the meaning attached to tokens. For example, in an expression like 3 plus 2, the semantic values would tell the parser that we're adding numbers. Bison allows you to define different value types for the symbols, which helps in computations.
Gotcha. So that's where the real magic happens, behind the scenes? But what happens if the parser runs into something unexpected like your speeches? Smirks.
Laughs. That's a good one. When an error occurs, Bison has built-in mechanisms for error recovery. It can attempt to correct the mistake and keep going, just like addressing unexpected questions in a debate.
So it picks up where it left off, much like I do after facing tough questions. Very impressive. But how can one learn to use Bison effectively? It sounds complex.
It certainly can be complex, but Bison has great documentation, including tutorial chapters that walk users through the process. By diving into those examples and gradually practicing, anyone can master it.
I appreciate the confidence boost, but let's be real here. How do you deal with parser conflicts, like those annoying debates when ideas clash?
Haha, exactly. Enthusiastic. Bison can experience conflicts too. Shift, reduce, and reduce conflicts are its nemeses. However, you can resolve them by using operator precedence declarations or restructuring the grammar.
That's a solid solution. So you're saying it all comes down to a clear structure? Much like running a country. Confident.
Exactly. Clear structure is vital in both parsing and governance. Smiles. If done right, Bison becomes an effective tool that can generate incredibly powerful parsers.
I appreciate this breakdown, Morgan. Chuckles. So, to wrap it all up, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
The key takeaway is that with Bison, you have the power to create parsers for any language, but it requires careful design, understanding your grammar, and knowing how to handle conflicts. Embrace it, and it can be a game changer in programming.
Got it. Stay organized, plan ahead, and know your tools. Thanks, Morgan. This has been fantastic.
Thank you, Donald, smiling. And thank you all for listening. Until next time, keep learning and exploring the fascinating world of programming.